Well, hello, IVYT 07N and 80N. I'm going to talk to you both. The people in 07N have heard some of this, but it's not bad for them to hear it again. Okay, for the folks, those of you that are taking the class online, a whole bunch of stuff. First of all, you haven't read a whole bunch of things there, and that's going to get you in trouble throughout this class. As a result, I probably only have 1 in 8 fantasy names. And if you don't know what I'm talking about fantasy names, go back and read the announcements. I'm going to post grades, and when I post the grades, you're not going to know who you are because the only thing that'll be there is a fantasy name. And if you haven't given me the fantasy name following the rules that are established, you won't know what your grades are. Number 2, some of you have already missed the first test. Hey, you got to pay attention. You didn't take it. Now the second test is up, and it goes down Sunday night at 11:55. So we'll see if any of you missed the second test. And some of you have not attended. If you're in the online class, the way we get attendance is for you to go on and do the discussion board. And if you're not doing the discussion board, you're not attending. Whether you're in a face-to-face class or an online class, please read the syllabus and see what happens when you don't attend. In the online class, if you answer and participate in the discussion board, no problem. If you participate within 24 hours of the deadline, you're tardy. Read the syllabus. It'll tell you what that means. If you participate after the deadline, you are marked as absent. Makeup work. It's always better to try to turn in something late. I will not accept things that are horribly late. But if you miss some assignments the first week, a good idea would be to send them in for the second week. Attitude. Boy, some of you have the world's worst attitude. I have never seen some of the things that I see from some of you people. I guarantee you, with the attitude that you have coming into this class, you will not do well. Now, what's it take to succeed in college? Well, first of all, you got to want to succeed. Secondly, if you start off with, this class sucks, this is terrible, and no reason to be doing this, you know what? You're not going to do well in this class. You have a poor attitude. And you may want to just drop the class now, because if you're going to do nothing but complain all through the entire class, then the work that you need to be doing is not going to be done well. Now, let me say this again. This may be the only class you'll ever take in your entire college career that's about you. There aren't any right answers. There aren't any wrong answers. They're your answers. Now, please follow the directions. It says do the try-it. After you do the try-it, write a 1-page reflection paper, double-spaced. 1 page. Not a third of a page, not a quarter of a page, not a page that has this much of a header on it, so all you have to write is this much, and it looks like you filled half a page. 1 page of content. Now, single space this stuff up there at the top where you have your name and all that. Also, label the assignments. I do not know, try it 1 for what chapter it's going to be, and if you don't put the title of the try it on there too. Also, it'd be helpful if you do try it 1, title, and week 1, week 2, whatever the week is. You also have to write a reflection paper on Glass Castle. It says pick 1 or 2 of the questions there and answer them. You know what? I don't know what question you're answering if you don't tell me. Tell me what question you are answering and then answer it. Pretty simple. These are all things that in college, when you write a paper or a report, you kind of have to do. And if you're not doing it now, you're not going to do very well later. So get in the practice. Now, there are a lot of assignments. There are writing assignments in here. Number 1, you're going to be a lot better in your English classes when you get out of here because you've written a lot. Number 2, you're going to be better in critical thinking because you've thought a lot. And number 3, the process of going through this class and what you learn about yourself is invaluable. But it won't be of any value to you if you fight it every step of the way. So some of you have some really, really great stories and why you are taking college classes. Never, ever lose that motivation for why you are here. When you write a question in discussion board, somebody wrote, I need help on question 9 and 10. Question 9 and 10 where? Be very specific. In all your college classes, if you say, I'm having trouble in that chapter, the teacher's going to say, what chapter, what pages, what kind of problem, that kind of thing. What else do we need to talk about here? A lot of you in the online class are returning students. That means you're a little bit older, you're coming back, and some of you are pretty scared about all of this because you've been gone for a while and you're not sure that you can compete with those young people out there that are just out of high school. Let me tell you something. You have more motivation than they will ever understand at their age now. And that old saying about age and experience will overcome youth and inexperience any day is so true. You people kind of understand why you're here, and you know what the stakes are for doing well. Some of the younger people are like I was when I got out of high school. I went to college because it was the place to go, not because I should have gone there, and I flunked every course I took in college my first semester. And it wasn't until I decided I wanted to be there that made the difference, and until I understood why I was there that made the difference. So my message to you is, you have a lot going for you. You understand a lot of things, and you have a lot of life experience that is going to make a huge difference, especially in this class. So you need to be looking ahead at the kinds of things that are coming your way. You need to be carefully reading all of the information that's there. You need to process it. If you have a question, send it to me in an email. Sometimes it's even better and faster if you call me in the office. And that number is 812-330-6262. And we can discuss whatever it is that may be on your mind. You have to stay up with the assignments. If you get behind in the assignments, you are hurting greatly. You'll see in the grades that get posted that some of you didn't even turn in all the assignments this time, and there'll be zeros there. Some of you didn't take the tests that were posted this time, and there will be zeros there for that. If you will go all the way to the end of the grade sheet, and let me kind of see if I can do that right now, you will see a section there that says final grade total points, and I'll explain more about that later. But that would be your grade. If I put a grade down today, right now, that would be what it would be. So I see a 73, a 37, a 66, a 69, a 48. 73 is a C, 37 is an F, 66 is a D, 69 is a D, 48 is an F, 72 is a C, 56 is an F, 41 is an F, 74 C, 78 C. That'll give you an idea of some of what we're talking about here. And you can go in and look at those grades yourself. Now, remember, IVYT does not give pluses and minuses. So we had a 78 there. That's a C. But if your attendance is perfect and your grades are going up at the end, then I'll tell you what, that's real easy for me to make that high C a B. And I do that. And a lot of my teachers will do that, but you don't care about them, you only care about me. So you want to do the assignments and do them well. I expect to see improvement from week to week to week, and you can kind of go from there. Some of you, I have no idea why, sent in Jerry's Day. It's not due until next time. Do not work ahead. There are no points for that. It also shows me you didn't read the course calendar or the syllabus to see when the assignments are due. This is all bad stuff in college. You got to pay attention and make it look like you understand. If you don't understand, call me. I have a work study, Sabrina. She can help you with some things if I'm not in the office. And between the two of us, we can make this work. Okay, have a good weekend. The course grades will be posted. Take a look. They'll be posted by fantasy name. If you don't know what your fantasy name is, you don't know what your grade is. So please read in the announcements about how to send me a fantasy name. One word, no more than 10 letters, no numbers. Go Cubs, even if you make it one word, is not one word. Go Colts is 2 words, even if you don't have a space between the go and the Colts. Okay? Help me out on this. Have a good weekend. We'll talk to you soon.